50 degrees, 23, gusting 39 knots, runway 32, clear to land.
In God's own county is God's own airport.
All out of honesty, just kidding, mate, you'll be all right.
It is on top of a hill. The runway points the wrong direction. Leeds is not your average airport.
Leeds Bradford may not be the UK's biggest airport, but what it lacks in size, it makes up for in ambition.
People in Yorkshire are very loyal, and what we've got to do is give them an airport that they're proud of.
This is where the power is in Yorkshire. Hey, up it's good.
Owners have given the green light for a multi-million-pound facelift and aim to bring an extra 500,000 new passengers through the doors this year.
Let's come straight forward to tag bags. Chaos.
Jesus!
The next 12 months are critical,
Get some tarmac down. He got his good angle.
as Leeds Bradford will have to rely on over 2,000 of Yorkshire's finest to keep the passengers happy.
It's not my job, though.
And the planes flying.
It's not happening. I want a manager. It's not happening.
Some customers.
To make it the #1 airport in the north.
Part of the job. What are we going to do? Off you go on holiday.
This is the small airport with big dreams. Welcome to Yorkshire Airport. It's the beginning of another week at Yorkshire Airport. Nearly 800 planes take off and land on Leeds Bradford's single runway every week over the summer.
Checkers, KT32, Echo taxiway.
Checker, thank you. Chenix 271, report ready for departure.
Of its 70 direct destinations, one of the most lucrative routes for the airport is the flight to the party capital of the world. 46,000 people a year fly from Leeds Bradford to Ibiza, generating a huge financial boost for the airport, especially during the commercially crucial summer months. And as with every trip to the White Isle, the party starts in the airport's newly refurbished bars. But there's bad news brewing for the 189 passengers on today's flight.
Could all passengers please be advised that due to the late arrival of your inbound aircraft, your flight has been delayed. Apologise for this delay and for any inconvenience caused.
While the delay may be good news for the bar's takings, it's less good news for long-suffering 24-year-old supervisor Chloe.
Hi. Hello. What's kicking off?
We beat this away.
Well, he called me at home. He was like, just to let you know, the Ibiza today. I was like, that must be bad. Are we fully set?
Technical fault with the aircraft in Krakow because it went to Krakow this morning.
So what, they're
We're
fixing that one and bringing it back?
We're waiting for it to come back, yeah.
So there's no even guarantee that it's gonna...
It's just an estimate, is 7 o'clock.
It's just an estimate?
Yeah.
We're gonna have fun.
Delayed flights are not what the airport needs if they're to build up a loyal passenger base. 119,000 people are scheduled to take off or land here this month, and it's up to the airside operations team to work around the clock and keep the airfield in tip-top condition. Overseeing the maintenance of this vital part of the airport is 32-year-old operations manager Jamie.
Another one down. Safely. The main parts of our day is waving. Every time you see someone, you got to wave. Yeah, look. Now then. Don't even know him. Another wave.
Working for a smaller regional airport like Leeds Bradford means that Jamie, like many of the staff here, have to learn the art of multitasking.
Do everything. Marshalling, air bridges, buses, escorting, runway inspections, bird control, runway sweeper, shoulder to cry on, general lovely bloke. I'm going to get to 10. Stand planning, how can you forget that? What a guy.
This morning's first call of duty for jack-of-all-trades Jamie is to clean the 2 miles of roads connecting the terminal buildings to the runway, using one of the airport's trusty road sweepers.
Filling my sweeper up with water.
These key areas need to be kept clear of oil, grease, litter and stray pieces of debris that could get sucked into jet engines or cause expensive tyre damage as aircraft taxi to and from the runway. Jamie's beloved but ageing 15-year-old sweeper needs to be filled up with around 500 litres of water.
It's not working. I think I need a new pipe. Washing road at the same time. A workman's only as good as his tools. Watch out, where? Just turn that tap. Turn that tap. Another day at the office. I feel like I've wet myself.
With his tank finally topped up, and after a quick change of trousers, Jamie can begin his sweep.
All right, matey. Another wave. Like when you vacuum your living room, it's always one piece that won't go in vacuum, isn't there? Also comes just flicking back out every time. It happens with this as well. Got it. Bosh. Yeah, we'll eat your dinner off this when I've finished.
One aircraft stand down, 20 to go. In 2017, Leeds Bradford Airport had the UK's best record for flights taking off on time, after Heathrow. But a technical fault on the plane bound for Ibiza could be about to severely dent their record and reputation. Patrolling the bar, checking in on the held-up passengers, is staff manager Pat Wainman.
You've got to behave yourself now. I'm all on camera. Just keeping our eyes. We're keeping our eyes on you because the flight's delayed. So we're hoping that you're not going to have too much to drink, where I might have to offload you.
I'm not a drop.
Jolly good. All right, that's all right then. That's fine.
This is a sober stag.
It's a sober stag, right. And I think at the moment they're just high-spirited. If the plane is badly delayed, it could be an extremely difficult situation. So we shall see.
The average delay at an airport in the UK is 15 minutes, but the 13:35 flight to Ibiza is already running 2 hours late.
Hiya. Hiya.
Supervisor Chloe has come to catch up with Pat.
What time is it actually scheduled for?
Estimated 7 o'clock.
We've been watching them a while and most of them are drunk already.
Yeah. I mean, you can only hope that it'll wear off, you know. You can...
Well, if I stop drinking, I have white sweets.
Yeah. I seem to have got the short straw and it's me boarding that flight, but hopefully it's 7 o'clock just because we don't want to drag it out any longer. The only thing people have to do at an airport is drink. So hopefully it will go at 7 o'clock and then we can have a break.
But with no signs of the pre-Ibiza party slowing down.
Hi, operations, it's only Chloe. Hiya, any update on the Ibiza? Has it left Krakow yet?
Chloe is desperate to find out the whereabouts of the plane.
Okie doke. Thank you. Right. It's not left Krakow yet. They're sending an engineer out on Stansted, Krakow, to sign it off. It's fixed, but the engineer has to sign it off.
With at least another 3 hours until the plane arrives, business in the bar is booming. But the airport staff are constantly keen to make sure all of its customers are having an enjoyable experience.
Oh my God, that must be Pamela Anderson.
Whatever they're wearing.
He's got heels on. Hiya, you're right. I'm liking your heels. They're higher than mine.
They're not the nicest things in the world
To be fair, I just thought it looked
do you think?
The feet, you all right? Advice, woman to woman.
Yeah.
If you take your heels off, you'll never get them back on. Don't take them off.
Yeah. Someone's not turned up.
But we've already checked in. Apparently I need to let someone know.
Whereabouts are you sat?
Just literally go up the top there. I'm at the top of the escalator.
I can't miss you. Go on. If you go up, I'll get someone up to you.
Careful, you don't split your pants.
It suits him, to be fair. Look how he's walking. Look at his bum.
He'll rip his pants.
He's got a bit of a wiggle to him, to be fair, hasn't he?
Catwalk over, it's back to business for Chloe.
I don't think the engineer's even got to Krakow yet, so 7 o'clock is not looking...
No, thought not.
No, it's not looking likely.
If the engineer deems the plane unfit, the flight could be cancelled, incurring compensation costs for the airline and the reputation of one of the airport's most valuable routes left in...
Runway time, peeps.
Jamie's next duty today is to inspect the 1.4 miles of concrete.
So he's going to have a drive up and down, make sure there's no FOD. What does FOD stand for? Foreign object debris.
Even the tiniest scrap of detritus can have a disastrous impact on an aircraft. So Jamie has to scour the length of the runway up to 15 times a day.
Hey up. FOD. FOD. Sealant for in between the runway bays. We have 5-metre bays. Get a lot of sealant in this weather. It's nice and warm, tends to expand, and then aircraft will blow it out. So only looks small, can do some damage. I'll just put it in here. It's gone out of the side.
Tell me the aircraft, which door they have problems in.
But Jamie's runway inspection is going to have to wait. News has come in that a recently departed flight needs to make an unexpected return landing, requiring his swift attention.
Could be some proper drama here, couldn't there?
The pilot has radioed air traffic control to report a cockpit warning light indicating that one of the aircraft's doors might still be open.
What's going on?
I'm going to come out of stand number 1. Okay,
I'm
going
going
to go out. This is forward starboard door.
Having only recently taken off for Southampton, the mid-air emergency is forcing the plane to return to Leeds Bradford. As a precaution, the airport's fire and rescue teams, along with Jamie, are on their way to meet the aircraft.
It's exciting, but obviously you don't want anything to go wrong, obviously, but this is what we're here for.
Meanwhile, in the terminal's departure lounges, the passengers for the flight to Ibiza have now been waiting for over 6 hours.
Yeah, very excited, yeah. If anyone needs saving, you know what? That's 100% natural.
With their plane stuck in Poland, waiting for an engineer to sign it off and send it back, they're having to make the most of the airport's facilities.
7-hour delay.
But check-in supervisor Chloe has just received an update.
So the aircraft has left Krakow, so we're going to go call the passengers, tell them that the aircraft set off. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? Ryanair flight FR2486 to Ibiza. Can all passengers please be advised that your aircraft has left destination and should be arriving here at Leeds Bradford Airport at approximately 7 o'clock. Therefore, your new estimated time of departure for this flight is now 7:30. And wish all of our passengers a very pleasant flight. Here we go.
The good news, the flight will be going. The bad news, some of the passengers have spent the whole delay in the bar. With disruptive behaviour, Leeds Bradford operates a zero-tolerance policy, and now it's Chloe's job to ensure no disorderly passengers board the plane.
Guys, I know it's really exciting, but I don't want to stop you going on your holiday. So just keep it down because they'll take you straight off. If they think you're drunk, just keep the noise down. They're really loud. You know, other passengers feel a little bit uncomfortable with it. So I've had a quiet word. They've got 10 minutes to stand in a gate and behave, and some people just can't even manage that. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for them.
And while some people are having problems leaving the airport, others are having problems getting in. Called to the rescue is Terminal Duty Manager Nathan.
So the international doors that let the customers out of baggage have just gone into fault, so we're just going to go take a look and see what the issue is. They normally work really, really well, so I don't see what could have gone wrong this time.
With up to 9,000 people passing through arrivals each day, Leeds Bradford Airport wants to make sure its welcome to Yorkshire is as slick as possible. But this afternoon, there's unwanted queues in baggage and some very unsatisfied customers.
So, although it says no entry, a big lad like me can actually go in here. I've just done a reset on the doors, so hopefully should make them work. Instead of anything technical, you just turn it on and off and hope for the best. Ah, the resetting, it's working. He's only gone and fixed it, you know what I mean? This is how I justify my wages, really. This is how I earn what I get paid. Actually, I think they're still broken.
While Nathan tries to handle the situation, out on the airfield, the plane appearing to have a door still open is returning to Leeds Bradford.
But we're just waiting for the aircraft to land. He's on finals now. The indicator's showing that his forward starboard door is open.
After a safe landing, the ground crew are the first on the scene. Jamie keeps a watchful eye to ensure that all door and instrument checks are carried out thoroughly.
So these guys are just going over to check everything's all right with the door, make sure it's shut properly, make sure handle's in the closed position.
It's closed down. Everything looks okay from this side. Just been checked out.
It looks like captain's come off just to double check anyway.
With the passengers remaining on board, it will be the pilot who has the final say on whether the aircraft can take off again.
If in doubt, give it a clout. There we are, it's in. From where we are now, it looks like the door's all right. You can imagine when you're in your car and you're driving, it says boot's open. You get out, make sure it's not open or close it. That's it, really.
It looks like a faulty door sensor was giving a false warning in the cockpit. And with the aircraft certified as fit to fly, it can once again take to the skies. But the unscheduled detour means that more of today's passengers will be delayed getting to their final destinations.
Can you imagine if you're a nervous passenger? You have to take off, land, and take off again. Yeah, it's not nice, is it?
After an eventful start to their journey, the passengers can enjoy a safe and hopefully less drafty flight.
Back to business. Happy as Larry. Don't know who he is, but he seems like an happy bloke to everyone talks about him. Wouldn't be that good if door fell off now, would it?
With one door firmly shut, Nathan's still won't open.
It's this type of knowledge, though, you can't buy. Like, this, no person would know how to do this for these doors. It's just, you know, this is the kind of stuff that you can't employ. You've just got to learn.
It looks like Nathan may have finally fixed a door.
Broken. Maintenance 6231. I'll just call them. I didn't fix it this time, no, but any other day at week, I'd have got that.
With an expert on hand, it takes no time before the blocked arrivals door is back open for business.
Right, let's go back down to the hub of the operation.
It's now 4 minutes to 7.
Oh, he's here.
And the plane bound for Ibiza has finally arrived from Krakow. Chloe's team can now begin boarding, much to the relief of the passengers.
Finally made it. 7 hours later. Ibiza. Come on.
Can someone come round to get the pilot, please? Because we're with the Gdansk still.
Just going to go outside now and just double check everybody's behaving as they get on. Guys, take this as your last and final warning now. If you don't want to go on holiday, that's not a problem, we can get you off now. But this is your last and final warning. There's other people who've paid a lot of money to go on holiday with kids and they don't want to hear you guys shouting and screaming. So you have, so you'll understand then that you don't want people screaming and shouting. So just take this as your final warning, guys. Calm down, okay? Who's number one? Hiya, you're right. If there's anybody that concerns you when you're boarding, just give us a shout. I don't envy your job today. I wouldn't want to be on a flight to Ibiza with them allowed. They're giving me a headache.
But despite their epic delay, all 189 passengers do make it onto the aircraft.
15 minutes, and then I can go have a cuppa. I'll wave him off before he goes.